Okay, boys and girls, I'm pleased to announce the launch of the Empire Residential Proxy service. I'm also pleased to announce that I'm slowly but surely getting the hang of this Microsoft whiteboard software. As you can see, I've even managed to put a square together and apparently a little dot as well. See if I can get rid of that. Excellent. I'm going places. I am going places. Right, the Empire Residential Proxy service, as the title says, it's residential proxies that you're able to connect to. Let's quickly talk about the different types of proxies and where this service fits in and why it's so powerful compared to other proxy services. So you have your free proxies. You can get these lists free online. The benefits are they're free, of course. The downside is you disconnect from them at any time. You can have 20, 30, 100 people using them. Yeah, there's no guarantees with them whatsoever. Websites can see that they're proxies, so they're the lowest form of proxies that you can get. The other types of proxies that you can get are data center proxies. These are really fast. The downside to these are that just about all the big websites know that these are proxy IPs or data center IPs. You're limited by the amount of IPs that you can access. Yeah, they are fast. I'll give them that. They normally come in two flavors: semi-dedicated and dedicated. Semi-dedicated meaning you share them with 2 to 3 users, and dedicated meaning that they're just for you. However, as I said, as time is moving on, more and more sites recognize these are data center proxies. Sites like Google, all the social networks, all these kind of things, you're going to get, a large percentage of your accounts or actions are going to get banned or shadow banned on these sites. Now, the other types of proxies are 4G proxies, mobile proxies, and residential proxies, which is the service that we provide. Residential meaning home IPs, DSL modems, and this kind of thing. So when you connect to them, there's no difference between your IP and the next person or someone using a home IP address. Okay, so what does this mean? Well, this stops bans. Unlike free proxies and data center proxies, it just seems as if you're browsing from another home IP address. So it stops bans. They're safe to use. Our service, we have just over now, we might as well say 1.1 million IP addresses. They're worldwide IP addresses. So we have a big stock. It's growing every day as well. These are home IPs. Okay, so they're one of the best type of proxies that you can use. Our service is really powerful. Just over 60% of the IPs can play video as well, which is very unusual for a residential proxy service. Let me tell you a bit about residential proxies as well, so that you get the total right idea. When you use a residential proxy service, what basically happens is that your computer, which is represented by my beautiful square, let's see if I can work this out. Draw a line. Whoa, we're going up in the world. Okay, so your computer, you get a list of proxies to connect to, and once you've done that, your computer will then go to our server, and whoa, what the? Okay, that's my new form of square. Okay, so then your computer will connect to our server, and then our server will fetch one of the IP addresses from the pool and connect you to it. Okay, now each time that you connect to one of the proxies, or also called a thread, you'll be running a thread, then the speed at which the browser or your scraping, your request will come back to vary each time. So I need to tell you that straight off the bat, and it's the same with any kind of residential proxy or 4G service. Okay, so this thread here may be quite slow. This one might be as fast as lightning. Okay, and that's how residential proxies work. So some will be, like I say, really quick when you connect to them. Others will be slower. But you do have a pool of over 1 million IP addresses. Okay, so what are these proxies good for and what are they not good for? So these are really good if you need a huge range of IP addresses. These are especially good if you're creating accounts on any site whatsoever. Okay, then this is the way to go. You've got access to millions of IPs. These are worldwide IPs. These are really good if you're scraping from any website, including Google. Okay, if you need to scrape large amount of data, then this is the way to go. Uh, these are not good for, okay, if you build accounts and you need the accounts to have the same country or location of IP, then this isn't the service for you. When you connect to the pool of proxies, you're given a random IP address on each connection, and this connection could be in any part of the world. Okay, so I wanted to say that up front. If you need to watch video, as I say, 60% of these can even play video, which is unheard of really in the residential proxy network. Yeah, the other great thing about the service, when you click the link in the description, or if you're on one of our pages, when you look at the prices below, I'm sure you're going to be blown away. We have a 100 thread and a 200 thread package service. Now, what does a thread mean? One thread means one connection. So let's just say that you have a bot and it goes to bing.com and makes a search. That one browser window is one thread, okay? Or if you're doing requests, one thread that's connecting to a service and bringing back data, that's one thread, okay? So we offer 100 or 200 thread package. So these are big boy action threads, okay, packages. So you can potentially run 100 actions at once or 200, and each one of these will be connected to a different IP address. Okay, so think of the power there. Okay, so this is for, you can really scale up. You can do big projects, be it scraping, creating accounts, running actions on accounts that don't require to be in the same location. The kind of things that you can do are endless. If you need to generate traffic for stat counters such as Google Analytics, there's so many uses for this. So yeah, the other thing is that we offer great support via email. We have our own Discord just for people that have bought our software and services such as the residential proxies. Check out the prices below, guys. Go and compare them to other people, and you're going to see that we offer the best prices, the best packages. I just want to say off the bat as well, these are residential type proxies and DSLs, so the speeds are going to vary per connection. As I say, one connection could be one of the fastest online, the next one might be quite slow. So I just want to give you the full scope of how residential proxies work and what to expect. On the plus side, unlike data center proxies, where you might have 20, 30, 40 IPs that get reused over and over again, which is easy to span, with this, for every connection is going to be a different IP address. So what you can do is endless. As I say, I'll just go over one more time. The advantages of this is if you're creating accounts or you're sending emails or any of this kind of thing, then this is a great package. For scraping, this is unbelievable because you can run 100 or 200 threads at once, each with a separate IP address. Okay, the only thing I wouldn't use this for is, let's just say that you had accounts on a certain site, social networking site, that you're relying on each connection to be the same IP, or you need the IP to be in the same location, then this isn't for you. Okay, so I'll say that right off the bat. Anything else is a go. If you're not sure if these proxies would be good for your software or your plans, then all you need to do is contact me via Discord or email. Okay, and I'll listen to what your project is or what you're trying to do, and I'll tell you if this package is for you. The last thing I want you to do is not have the right idea about what these proxies are good for. So it's better that you ask questions and then go ahead. As I say, the support is great. We have a community that's growing every day. Yeah, so you'll be with other people that are using the proxies and you can talk to them, and of course you can talk to me one-on-one. Okay guys, if you have any questions about the service, what they're good for, what they're not, then let me know, and I'm really excited to welcome you on board and for you to start using our service and have some of the best proxies and the best prices online. Thanks a lot guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.